Hi again, it's Jeff. So this is a video of Georgia's mock test, so please watch it all the way through to find out how she got on. It is a long video, but I have broken it down into chunks. That said, I would encourage you to watch it all the way through, particularly if you're a trainee driving instructor, as I think that's going to be incredibly helpful and valuable to you. And if you stick around to the end, I'll give you a quick update and tell you how Georgia got on the day of her real test, which was only a couple of weeks after this mock test was recorded. Cool. Right, so I'm going to jump into sort of examiner mode now. Now I'm not going to be, I'm not going to pretend to be an examiner.
Okay.
In so much as I'm not going to speak to you in the way that they speak to you, because they've never met you before. They don't know anything about you. All right. So to try and get the atmosphere a little bit more relaxed, as you're sitting out in the car park, they'll probably say things to you like, okay, so what would you normally be doing in Georgia if you weren't taking your driving test now?
Okay.
Oh, right, you'd be at college, would you? Okay, cool. So where'd you go to college? And then it'll be sort of like hairdresser style conversation.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of social chit chat, just to try and relax any nerves that you might have. Because they don't want you to be super anxious whilst you're out driving, because they're in a moving car with you. Yeah. They'd rather you be calm and relaxed, and they'll do whatever they can to help you feel as relaxed as possible.
Okay.
Of course, I know you, I know all of that stuff, so for me to ask you those sorts of questions, it'd be a bit weird.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to give you route directions, basically. Okay, that's my job. Apart from assessing you, basically is to just give you route directions. Do you want a little sleep before we go?
I just whenever I'm nervous, I get tired.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you nervous now?
A bit, yeah.
Are you? What's the worst outcome that we could get from?
I fail.
Okay, it's a mock test.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to submit this to the DVSA.
Okay.
All right. What if you do fail? What is that then going to tell you?
There's things I need to improve on.
Yeah. Would it be a good idea for you to know that before the real test?
Yeah.
Okay. So really, in some ways, you can't get a bad result from a mock test.
Yeah.
The worst that can happen is you fail it and you fail it badly, which probably then suggests that you need to move that test date.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no point in coming down and taking your test if you're really pretty confident that you're not going to be passing. Okay. If it's a fail, but just something a little bit weird happened or a little bit daft, then it's a learning point. We can work on it and then hopefully get it resolved for the test itself.
Yeah.
If you get a pass, then hopefully it's just confirmation that everything's sort of where it needs to be, but we might still identify a few areas where perhaps it could be a little bit stronger.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? So get your game head on, focus on your drive, think yourself through every situation. Okay? Don't worry about making mistakes so much as if you do make a mistake, do whatever is safest. Okay, and if you feel like you've made a big mistake and that's caused you to fail your test, I know it's easier said than done, but try to put it out of your head.
Yeah.
Focus on the next bit of driving, okay? Because when you're driving a car and something happens, but you've still got a bit of driving to do, you can't disappear into your head and go, oh God, that's it. Yeah. I'm giving up, because you're still driving a moving car.
Okay.
Yeah, you've still got a responsibility to get yourself, me, back safely, and obviously protect other road users as well.
Yeah.
Okay, right, Georgia, this is going to be a test of your practical driving ability. It's going to last for approximately 38 to 40 minutes. I'm going to be taking you on a route suitable for the test purposes. Unless road signs or markings tell you otherwise, whilst we're out on the road, I'd like to follow the road ahead at all times, please. If I want you to turn left or right at any point, I'll let you know in plenty of time. If you forget where I've asked you to go, just ask me and I'll be happy to remind you. Yeah?
Okay.
That's fine. We'll be doing one reversing manoeuvre, and I may ask you to do an emergency stop.
Okay.
All right. Any questions before we set off?
No.
Okay, so if you just move us forward then, turn to the right, it's a one-way system, and just keep following it round to the right, okay? And then as we're getting close to the exit of the car park, I'm going to give you some route directions to follow, which is going to be the independent driving section of the test, which is going to last for approximately 20 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so once I start to give you route directions, just follow those route directions until I update those directions, and then follow those route directions. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, over to you when you're ready then. As a driving instructor that I trained.
Okay. Can you drive in the middle of this road? Because it's like a one-way, or do you have to still stick to the left?
No, you stay in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so we're preparing to exit the car park in a moment. The exit is between the white posts that you'll see in front of you. And then at the give-way line, turn right, please. Now at the end of this road, turn right and then follow all route directions for Ring Road, please, until I tell you otherwise. So at the end of the road, turn right and then pick up and follow all route directions for Ring Road. Roundabout, I'd like to follow route directions for Thirsk and the Harrogate, please.
Okay.
Continue to follow route directions for Thursday. The next roundabout, follow route directions for Hackney, please. Roundabout, turn left first exit. Okay, along this road when safe to do so, could you put over on the left please? thank you, and move off again when you're ready. Over on the left when it's safe to do so, please. Yes, please. Okay, thank you, and move off again when you're ready. Straight onto the mini roundabout, please. And again, pull over on the left, please. It's safe. Just stop along here. That's fine. Just anywhere here. Okay, thank you. That's right, along this road somewhere, if it's safe to do so, I'm going to ask you to bring the car to a stop as if in an emergency.
Okay.
What you're going to notice is me having a look out the back window, so don't anticipate when I'm going to ask you to do it, and I'm going to check ahead. If it is safe, I'm going to put my hand up and go stop. And at that point, I'd like you to bring the car to a stop as quickly and safely as possible, and then wait for my instructions before moving on. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So move off when you're ready. You just hold, so just take it out of gear for a second, just hold there. Just want to see which way this car that's putting out this side road is going. Okay, move off again when you're ready, please. Stop. Okay, thank you. off again when you're ready. Okay, I'm not going to ask you to do that again, okay?
Okay.
Mini roundabout. Go straight ahead, please.
Where's in the
Sorry, my mistake. Mini roundabout, turn left.
Close as I can see one.
Yeah, I think they might get a little bit of a shock if we just drove through their front window.
Yeah. I don't think you could stop in a bus thing.
Well, they shouldn't. People don't always do what they should do.
Yeah.
Take the next road on the right, please. At the end of the road, turn right.
Right.
A roundabout from the road ahead. the end of the road, turn right, please.
Okay.
Continue to follow the road ahead. Next roundabout, again I'd like you to follow the road ahead, please. Second exit, straight on. trail on the right, please. There's quite a large space between, I think it's the car that's got its indicator on and the red car, so can you just put into that gap between them? Don't worry about any driveways on this occasion. Does it just stop there? Thank you. Okay. Can you just reverse us back, just so that we're just the other side of this driveway? I just need to just have a chat to you just for a moment or two. So if you just back us up. Just in a straight line.
In a straight line.
Yeah, that's fine. I know I said don't worry about driveways, I just need to have a quick chat to you. I don't want to block the driveway up whilst I'm doing that. Okay, that's fine, thank you. Right, okay. The reason I've asked you to pull over here is to where we're going to do the reversing exercise. Okay, so what I'd like you to do when you're ready is move away, stop next to the red Peugeot that's in front of you, and then reverse your car back into a space that's approximately equivalent to 2 car lengths, keeping or finishing close and parallel with the car, please. So parallel park.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can I go forward?
Just do whatever you would do if I wasn't with you.
Okay.
So don't worry about the driveways on this occasion. Okay. Right, have you completed the exercise?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, move again when you're ready now. road, turn left, and then take the first road on the right. The two junctions are close together.
Okay.
Over on the left in a safe place, please. Thank you, and move off again when you're ready. Turn left, first exit.
Okay.
Have a look at the roundabout sign on the left here. We're taking the second exit, signposted Ring Road.
Okay.
entering the car park again, just follow the one-way system to the left. So turn left just up ahead and then left again. You drive forwards into any available parking space on the right, please. It's not an exercise, okay, so just drive forwards into any available bay. So then just stop and secure the car. That's fine. Just stop here, that's fine. Secure the car. Right, cool, that's the end of the test.
I think I pressed something on here.
Oh yeah, you just pressed trip computer thing. That's right. Oops, sorry. There we go. Right, okay, so what are your thoughts?
Definitely failed.
You're right. Why?
I knew I had to sit like when I got to that roundabout on the ring road. I like messed that up so bad.
Yeah, so let's have a quick chat about it then. How would you have done it differently?
Took my time with it. I think it was like the biker was stressing me out, and like I tried to get past him and I probably should have just stayed behind him and took my time. I knew it as soon as I'd done it. I was like, oh man.
You were nearly at the roundabout. Why overtake the cyclist when you're nearly there?
Yeah.
You know, and literally a few seconds later, he would have been in front of you.
Yeah.
He would have gone on the roundabout and gone, and then you don't have to worry about him anymore.
As soon as I'd done it, I knew I'd failed. Because I was like, oh my god, why did I do that?
Yeah. So, just to highlight, you got a serious and a dangerous fault at that roundabout.
Yeah.
All right. So the serious fault was for overtaking the cyclist when you absolutely shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second dangerous fault, or the second fault, which is the dangerous fault,
Was when I went out.
yeah, because there was a car that hadn't even quite passed you, and as you pulled on, I had to just hit the brake a little bit to stop you from accelerating. Otherwise, I think we were running the risk of having an accident there.
Yeah.
Okay, because you picked up another serious fault for the same thing at the very, not the very last roundabout, the one before that, the Sainsbury's roundabout.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why?
Because that car went past me either, and I went out.
Yeah, I know it looks like you've got an empty lane to drive in.
But you never know what they're going to do.
You don't know where they're going next, so
Yeah.
you've got to wait until they're completely past you before you join it.
Yeah.
And again, as you pulled on, I just had to dab the brake a little bit, just in case that car had decided to come across the front of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a little bit of work to do on roundabouts. There is another serious fault at a roundabout as well. Okay. So this is the one, if you can cast your mind back, we'd gone through Haxby, you'd done that long country road section, we'd turned right, you went across a couple of small roundabouts, and then we came up to a larger roundabout where there were 3 lanes on the approach.
I just drove through it, didn't I? Like I didn't go into the right lane on the roundabout.
No, you just straight lined it, you just went in the middle. Should have been well over on the left.
Yeah.
I think you realised it.
I did as soon as I did.
Yeah, as soon as you pulled on, you looked over to the left and you thought, oh, I need to be over there.
Yeah.
But of course, you're then already in the middle of the roundabout. So I think you then just thought, oh, well, I might as well stay here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've definitely got some work to do on roundabouts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the other driving faults that you got. Okay, so I'll go through them on the order that they appear in the sheet. Okay, and there's another serious fault that you got as well, which is for the parallel park. I'll come back to that in a
Oh
moment.
yeah, that was awful. That was really bad. As soon as I'd done it, I was like, oh my god.
Right, so there was one time when I think it was when we were waiting for the level crossing to open.
Yeah.
You were really straining hard on the handbrake there for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was a little bit worried that as soon as you released it, because we had a parked car that was quite
Just
close
gonna
in
go
front of
into
us, we're going to launch forward. Okay, you didn't. You
Yeah.
did control it in the end, but you don't have it straining so much on the handbrake.
Did I do like the right thing then? 'Cause I didn't know whether I should have like pulled in or gone straight up to the car.
I think either or.
Okay. So that was the bit I was trying to think if I'd done it right or not.
Yeah, you were okay where you pulled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was obvious that you hadn't parked. The way that you positioned the car,
Yeah.
clearly you weren't in a park position. You were going to be moving off again.
Yeah.
There were a couple of times when you didn't check your blind spot before you moved off. One was when we just pulled in and I asked you to move off again. You waited for quite a while because there were a queue of cars behind you, but they couldn't go anywhere because there were vehicles coming the other way.
Yeah, I should have gone there.
You should have just gone then.
Yeah. As soon as I was like, oh, it's too late now to go.
So then you waited.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't mark you down for undue hesitation on that because you weren't sitting there for ages.
Yeah.
But then another car then had to stop behind you.
Yeah, and that's when I went.
And then you went, oh no, I can go now. You just put your indicator on and then went.
Yeah.
You didn't check your blind spot. Okay.
Yeah.
The other time you didn't check a blind spot was when we did the emergency stop. You checked your right blind spot, but you didn't
Not
check
the
your
left.
left blind spot.
Yeah.
Remember, we're in a driving position. We've got big spaces on either side of us.
Yeah.
Unlike when you parked at the side of the road, you only really need to check your right blind spot because that's where the risk is going to be. There's nothing that can come down on the inside of you. But when you're in a driving position, because you've got space on either side, you need to look over your left shoulder and your right shoulder.
Yeah.
There was one time when I asked you again to pull in on the left. You had a van behind you,
Yeah.
and I think you only realised right at the last moment
Yeah.
because you caught him in your centre mirror. By that stage, though, you'd already slowed down quite a lot.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, you did catch him, and then you put an indicator on, and he then had the opportunity to ease off a little bit,
Yeah.
so he could come round you. But yeah, as soon as you know that you're going to be pulling over to a stop somewhere,
Get the indicator on.
well, have a
And
look
check the
first.
centre mirror. Yeah.
Have a look first. Is there anybody that I need to let know that I'm going to be slowing down and pulling over?
Yeah.
There were a couple of signalling faults. One where it was right at the very beginning.
I should have signalled when I come out.
Yes,
Of like that
you
junction
did
there.
realise you
Yeah, then I
realised
think
right,
so.
but you'd already started to pull out at that stage.
Yeah.
So you got one for incorrect timing of the signal, and then there was another time when you were turning right again. You had indicated, but it cancelled on you, and then you didn't put it on again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, finally, let's talk about parallel parking then.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
What would you have done differently if you're doing it again?
I've just done it the way I was taught. I'm not trying to do it like quickly to get out people's way.
I could see you because you were using the reversing camera. I mean, your observations were good.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about that, and I was fine with you looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, and I could see your mind whirring about what is it I'm meant to be looking at again? And you sort of almost nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay, then you realised you'd bumped the curb,
Yeah.
and then you said, "Am I allowed to go forward?" Now I can't tell you that you're allowed to go forward. That's why I have to say, do whatever you would do if I wasn't with you.
Would I
Okay.
be allowed to go forward?
You can go forward, yeah, because you've got enough space to play with in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go forward.
Okay.
No, you did go forward. You managed to get the wheels
the
off
curb.
the driveway or curb, and then you came back, but you then kept coming back and back and back and back and back and back and back. But I'd already said right at the beginning, don't worry about driveway on this occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. remember though, you were asked to complete the exercise within the distance of 2 car lengths. You'd gone
Yeah.
back further than 2 car lengths. Now you then turned round. I then turned round to you and said,
That's why I should have gone forward.
I said, so is that it? Have you completed the exercise then?
Yeah. I knew there was something I was missing, but I couldn't
And you
think
went,
what
and
it
you
was.
went, yes, I have. So I went, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. We'll move off when you're ready.
Yeah.
If you'd have gone, oh no, I just need to go forward a bit more.
Yeah. I knew there was something, but I couldn't figure out what it was that I was missing.
Right. So obviously, it's not the result that you wanted.
Yeah.
But we've got a clear indication now of what you need to work on.
Yeah.
Principally roundabouts. Okay, and we need to do a bit of recapping on your parking.
Okay, yeah.
And just tidy up a few other little bits.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's have a chat on the way back.
Okay, yeah.
And let's see how you're feeling about things. So if you reverse us out of here when you're ready. Okay, as promised, drum roll please. Here is the result of Georgia's actual test, which was taken 2 weeks after this mock test video was recorded, and just 4 hours of lessons later. She passed! First time and only 4 driving faults, which is a really strong result. So well done, Georgia. Please give her a thumbs up. And it just goes to show you, doesn't it, how much improvement and development can be made once you identify the critical areas that you need to focus on, which is what a mock test is all about. It's about being honest, giving them constructive feedback, and then helping them to work on the areas they need to improve upon before they take the real thing. Okay, cheers, bye, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, bye.